Well, thank you very much. Keep talking about it right now because Shari Bookvar is here, a well-known nutritionist. You know your stuff so good.
That's so nice. Thank you.
No, we were talking a little bit before we went on the air, and you're a plethora of information. Why is the FDA changing again? Why are they doing this?
It's hard to believe, but it's been 20 years since the nutrition facts label, the one that we see now on packages, has been there. And we see from research how diet and nutrition can affect our health.
Right.
In particular, obesity and heart disease. So it's time for a change.
Are you happy with these changes?
You know, I think it's a really good step in the right direction. What I'm happy about is that they didn't revamp the whole label because we've become so used to seeing a specific nutrition facts label.
Right.
So there are a few changes which in particular your eye is going to be drawn to. So I'm happy with some of the changes
Like
they've
what?
made.
Tell me what we're going to see.
So in particular, there's a few things. The first is that the calories as well as the serving is bigger, it's bolder. So you're able to see that a little bit
sounds good.
easier. Yes.
Yep.
And the serving sizes actually reflect more of what we eat, not an actual serving itself of what is supposed to be on it. So it's a little bit more realistic.
Yeah.
So the other thing is that they've gotten rid of fat calories, which quite frankly I always thought was confusing because nobody sits with a calculator to figure out the amount of fat calories. So the fat grams are still there as well as saturated fat and trans fat. But one of the biggest changes is they've now put on added sugars. And I think that that's a very good
That's
move.
very good.
Yes, because now you can see what sugar, that there's sugar that are added to foods versus natural sugar. So to give a very simple example, if you were to look at an apple, okay, an apple doesn't have a nutrition facts label, but if it did, it would show up as sugar.
Yeah.
But I think anybody would argue that that's natural sugar that's healthy for you that's in an apple, whereas if you looked at something that was packaged, you can now see what sugars are added to it. So
and Shari, I think we both agree, you know, it's not easy to read these labels, okay? It could be better, but at least it's a move, as you've pointed out, in the right direction. What do you expect? I mean, will we see more changes sooner than 20 years?
You know, I don't have that answer, but I think that because we know now, more so than 20 years ago, how much nutrition can affect our overall health, I hope it's not another 20 years. I hope that every couple of years it can be revamped. And I think if they listen to what people think about the nutrition facts label, as well as health professionals, you can always modify it. What's also nice about this new one is that they've gotten rid of vitamin A and C because its deficiency is rare, but they've actually added to that. If you look, there's now potassium and vitamin D. So we
got a lot of improvements there, Shari Bookvar. Thank you so much for joining us. Okay, let's all stay healthy, eat healthy too, all right? Thank you. Okay,